If you're frustrated about AI research prompts producing half-baked customer insights, you're not alone. All those hours spent rewriting prompts and sorting through useless data can feel like a huge waste of time. But what if I told you that the real issue isn't your AI tool, but rather a missing piece in your strategy? Instead of patching together bad prompts all day, let me show you a better way to create your ICP, which stands for Ideal Customer Profile, that I actually like to call your Proto-Persona, which ensures that you get laser-focused AI results without the headache. I'm Jay, and today we're going to dive into this easy-to-use worksheet that's going to help you define your dream customers' wants, frustrations, motivations, all in one place. I've personally used the contents of this worksheet in my workshops to help coaches and organizations create clear strategies and campaigns for new offers. So all you have to do is grab the link in the description, request access, and I'll send this worksheet right over to you. That way you can follow along with me as we fill this out together. But before we do that, maybe I should probably explain what a proto-persona actually is. So you can think of a proto-persona as a simplified living snapshot of your dream client, based on assumptions and what you already know about them, rather than mountains of data. By starting with a proto-persona, you'll ensure that any AI prompt you use or any deeper research you may do are all focused and relevant. And if you're wondering what the differences are between a proto-persona and a buyer persona, just remember that in order to truly have a buyer persona, you're going to need data about customers that have already purchased from you in the past. So now that we got that out of the way, let's walk through this worksheet together. You can follow along if you've downloaded it already. Mine's is going to look a little different because I'm in dark mode, but we're going to kick things off with a term that's probably familiar to you called demographics. And the question we want to answer here is, who are they? We need to answer questions like name, age, occupation, and location. And so for the example, we have Annie the planner, but you can use something general like Bob, but you can always be a bit more specific like Bob the builder. So as an example for this video, I'm going to call the proto-persona Tasha the C-suite executive, but be sure to call your persona something that's relevant to your business. Cool? All right, so I'm going to use some editing magic to go ahead and fill this in. And that's how we're going to get through this video. We're going to say that Tasha's 34. Her occupation is a mid-level manager at a tech firm. Her location is going to be an urban area where fast solutions are a priority. Very important to kind of keep that in mind. We're going to delete the other things here. Just keep in mind that the more specific here, the better. This kind of sets the tone for your proto-persona. And when you can kind of have a picture of what they look like in your head, it's going to help you to create better offers that's actually going to resonate with them. So next is going to be goals. The question that we answer here is, what do they want to achieve? And try to get specific. Are they aiming to earn a certain amount of revenue or maybe expand their team? The more details, the better. So for Tasha's immediate goal might be to develop enough confidence to lead her team effectively without self-doubt. Long term, she wants to advance her career and maybe landing an executive role within the next 5 years. So it's kind of clear what Tasha wants. And we want to make sure that we try to get to very specific things because that's going to help us as we go down this worksheet. So just remember that this clarity is going to help you to tailor your offers around their actual goals. Next is going to be pain points. And the question we want to answer here is, what are their frustrations and challenges? Understanding pain points is going to help you to position your solution as an answer to get around their biggest hurdles. So keeping that in mind, in Tasha's case, Tasha battles with imposter syndrome and struggles to exert herself in high-level meetings. Plus, she feels overwhelmed by balancing her job and personal life. So that's kind of common in the corporate world, but you have clearly pointed out what the pain points are with your proto-persona. So let's just assume that you're a coach. And knowing these pain points ensures that your coaching content, emails, and social media posts speak directly to her real frustrations. So keep this in mind because next we're going to talk about the trigger events. And the question we want to answer here is, what actually motivates them to act? So these are going to be moments of urgency and motivates them to search for a solution just like yours, assuming you're a coach. So for Tasha, maybe she lost a major project because she hesitated to speak up or watched her colleague get promoted over her. That pinch of urgency drives her to start looking for a confidence coach, someone just like you, if you're a confidence coach, that is. Really quick, I'm curious as to what motivated you to start your search. Let me know in the comments section what you feel your triggering event was to start searching for ICPs and customer personas. Let me know in the comment section, and if you like the content that's been shared so far, please like this video. It's going to help with the algorithm, and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. But with that being said, let's move on to transformation. So with transformation, the question we answer here is, what does success look like for them? In Tasha's mind, success could mean confidently leading important projects, getting recognized as a leader by her peers, and juggling work-life balance without feeling stressed all the time. When you articulate this transformation, you're going to be able to position your coaching as a bridge from point A to point B. And up next is going to be hesitation. And the question that we answer here is, what objections might they have? And the idea here is to put yourself in their shoes and address their worries head on in all of your messaging. So with Tasha might wonder, is coaching worth the investment? And what if it doesn't work for me? So for Tasha, these are the two most important questions in her minds. These are her hesitations. This is what's going to keep her from moving forward with you as a mindset coach. Again, if you're a mindset coach. Knowing her hesitations, you can address all of them up front, and you can do this through testimonials, through money back guarantees, or during your discovery call. Next, we're going to move to influences. And the question that we want to answer here is, who or what do they trust? Knowing this is going to help you to align your brand with the right references. As an example, Tasha might read leadership books from authors like Brené Brown or John Maxwell, or maybe she just follows career development influencers on LinkedIn. As an example, Tasha might read leadership books from authors like Brené Brown, John Maxwell, or maybe she follows career development influencers on LinkedIn. So if you partner with, reference, or align with those sources, you'll be building credibility in Tasha's eyes, or your Proto-Persona's eyes. Here, you're kind of leveraging other people's audience to get a better picture of your persona. So up next is actually going to be their communication preferences. And the question we want to answer here is, where do they engage? So you want to figure out which platform they rely on for their information, and this should actually guide your decision for the marketing channels and the style of content you should be choosing. And to keep things simple, you kind of want to be on the platforms where your customers are, your ideal customers are anyway. And it's even better if it's a platform where you're okay with making content for, so you can get in front of your audience. So Tasha could be on LinkedIn for career-focused content, or she could be on Instagram for quick inspirational posts. Knowing this is going to help you focus your marketing energy where she actually is looking. So that's what to keep in mind. And next is going to be your persona's archetype. And the question we want to answer here is, what role do they play? So an archetype is going to add depth to how they see themselves and the kind of messaging that they actually respond to. So is Tasha the hero looking to prove her worth through action, or the explorer craving new experiences and knowledge? But let's say that the hero is her dominant trait. So if she's the hero, she's going to be driven by big challenges. So in your messaging, you can speak to her sense of ambition and bravery. I actually made a video that goes over the 12 classic persona archetypes, which you can watch here. By defining each of these sections for your own Tasha, or whatever name you gave your dream client, you should have a living, breathing document that's going to help shape every part of your marketing and offers. Keep this document somewhere safe and accessible, and as you learn more about your ideal customers, go back and update this worksheet based on your new intel that you just gathered. But that's all I have for now. I'm Jay, and I'll see you in the next one.